Welcome back to the Into the Storm podcast, the official sports podcast of the Goldey-Beacom Lightning College baseball team. I am here joined today to start this episode off by freshman outfielder number 27, Anthony Charles. And you were called in to pinch hit in the bottom of the seventh inning of a tie game versus the number 10 ranked SNHU team on Sunday, where you used your speed to get on base with an infield single. When you were walking up to bat in that situation, what was your approach?
Well, it was just I lead it off the inning, so it was a tie game, and we needed someone on base to get the inning going. So I just was going up there with the approach, just get on any way possible. If it was a single or using my speed like I did on that, I just needed to get on anyway. And I hit it up the middle, and I knew that it was going to be a tough play for the second baseman, so I just booked it down the line, and I was able to beat it out.
Awesome. Then we had, after Marlon had a beautiful sacrifice bunt to get you to second base, BK came up to the plate with one out and hit a ground ball, which was thrown a little low, and the first baseman bobbled it really bad. And you came around all the way from second and scored the walk-off and helped us win the game 7-6. You guys have probably seen the video. You saw the video I took. How did it feel, and how fun was it being mobbed by everyone at home plate when you got there?
I mean, it was really cool. I mean, being a freshman, it's always tough wherever you're at, and to have a moment where like all your teammates are there for you, and like a big game like that, it was really cool.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if you saw last week, but Biddle didn't have you in his starting five or even a six-man on his basketball lineup for the boys. What is your response to that?
I mean, Biddle's my guy. I appreciate you, Biddle, but we talked about it. He knows that. I mean, we're probably the two best on the team, but it was a shocker, Biddle, but I still love you, man.
Now, who would you put on your starting five?
My starting five would be gotta have Walk at PG. Just great passer, great dribbler. I'm putting my boy Biddle at the 2, sharpshooter. I'm gonna run the 3. At the 4, I'm putting Wyatt. Now, Wyatt isn't the tallest, but he plays the biggest on the team. And at the 5, we're going to run a little snowball, and I'm going to go with my boy Tom. It's another great shooter. And, yeah, we're going to shoot the lights out. We might not be the tallest, but we're going to shoot the lights out.
Interesting to say the least. Thank you for your time, bro. Congrats on the big hit and the big win, bro.
Appreciate you.
I'm now joined today by Johnny Campus. He is our starting catcher, number 12 here. Johnny just received the honors of the CAC Player of the Week for his performance this weekend versus number 10 ranked SNHU. This past weekend, Johnny batted .462 with 2 doubles, 4 RBIs, 5 stolen bases, and a giant 2-run home run that kind of sparked the comeback versus SNHU. So kind of picking up off that, what did it feel like to be the spark of the comeback versus SNHU, knowing they're the number 10 ranked team in the country?
It felt good, man. I mean, every at-bat that I take and I think the team takes, we want to do it for the team. And in that situation, I believe there was 2 outs. I just wanted to keep the ball rolling. Nick Harkins, my guy, was on first base. I just wanted to keep passing the torch to the next guy and tried to do a job and ran into one and hit it over the fence, and it was just a good feeling to be the spark of a comeback like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And being the catcher, what do you think about the job that the pitching staff did this past weekend versus SNHU?
I think they did an amazing job. Didn't let up more than, I don't think, 6 runs the entire weekend against a really good lineup, clearly 10th ranked lineup, 10th ranked pitching staff in the country. And I just think recently our pitchers, especially this past weekend, but overall, have been making it easy on me, Adam McAvoy, and Nick Harkins to catch. They've been hitting their spots, locating their pitches, and executing pitches when it mattered. So just really fun time to catch.
Absolutely. And finally, just one more quick question for you. This is just your second year at Goldey after transferring from Wagner. What is it about Goldey that makes this program special to you?
It starts with the coaches, great coaches, some of the best coaches I've had. Love them. Then there's obviously the most obvious part is the team. Each of these guys are like family to me, brothers to me. So being out here every day is no issue. It's not like a job to me. It just seems like a fun time, and that's what it's been like in the games, and that's why I think we've been so successful.
Awesome. Well, Johnny, congrats again on the CAC Player of the Week honors.
Thanks
Take care.
for having me. Yes, sir.
And now I am joined by pitcher Carl Schmidt, number 24 here at Goldey. This past weekend versus SNHU, he pitched 2 innings. He threw 3 strikeouts and only allowed 1 hit, and he also got the save, which was his 3rd save on the year. Carl, you're more of like a reliever kind of guy for the staff, would you say?
Yeah.
So what goes through your mind when you're walking to the mound during a close game?
Just know what the situation is, how many runners are on, if there even are any runners, or if I'm coming in on a new inning. Really just what's the environment of the game so far, how's it flowing, and how can I push it into our favor, give us a little bit.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. So
Yeah.
you gotta just, you go in like trying to remain calm during it?
Yeah,
or, like,
pretty much. Just
locked in, ready to go?
Yeah, that's the whole idea.
So I've seen it firsthand down in Cary. You're pretty good at video games. Word kind of gets around the team. What game would you say you're best at, and who gives you the best competition at that game?
Game I'm best at is at FIFA. I don't think anybody on this team really gives me any competition, but just for it, I'll probably say Kyle Walker.
I mean, I've seen you and Walk go.
Yeah.
You guys were battling. You and even Tally too. You guys kind of went pretty
Yeah,
hard.
but I don't think Tally's gotten a win yet. So.
Really? You still undefeated, or have you lost to Kyle
I've
before?
lost a walk.
Lost
Yeah.
to Walk. Okay, now I need to know this. Your walkout song was the Sesame Street theme song when you were walking out. What's the story behind that?
Sunny day, clouds away, Sesame Street, what's came to play.
There we go. You guys heard it here. Carl Schmidt. Carl, thank you for your time, bro. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. To wrap up this episode, I'm joined by a very special guest, the head athletic director here at Goldey-Beacom College, Jeremy Benoit. Jeremy has been in his position since August 2021, and he's been with Goldey-Beacom College since 2015. He started out serving as a compliance director before he was promoted to the assistant athletic director, then associate athletic director, and now he is the head director of the athletics department here at Goldey-Beacom College. I mean, just by walking around campus, you see what Jeremy's done and accomplished here at Goldey-Beacom College. He completely resurfaced and rebranded the men's and women's soccer fields. He's done extensive renovations to our softball stadium and kind of what they have going on. And he's rebranded inside and out of the gym here in the center where the gym's at. And he's just done a tremendous amount of work here at Goldey-Beacom College. And he's played a huge role in the college's multi-million-dollar renovation project, which included 4 brand new locker rooms and 15 offices and a conference room for the athletic department, which we're in right now, I'm pretty sure, which isn't even entirely used just for athletics. It's used for many other different things as well. So Jeremy's done a lot here at Goldey-Beacom College. So having been here since 2015, you've seen kind of the trend that the baseball program has gone into, and you were in charge of the committee that hired Coach Riley, actually, I've heard. So what was it about him that stood out and made you see that he was the one to build up the baseball program here at Goldey?
Yeah, I mean, I got hired in August of 2015, and right after, the very first thing that they had me do was just organize the search committee that was going to search for our new baseball coach. We were starting the baseball program, and we brought in several different applicants, and Tommy's just a different guy in terms of the passion and the drive to just do whatever it takes to make a good baseball team. I mean, it's just like you saw it through his resume and the way he talked about baseball, and it's just been. It's refreshing being around him and his staff and the passion that they bring and the hard work and just being out there every day grinding. It's just a different feel of him versus some of the other coaches that we've been around.
Yeah, no, that's something I picked up too, just being around them guys. You can definitely tell that they love it and they're very passionate about baseball. Did you envision the program being as successful as soon as it was? And what are some things you think helped the process of the baseball team becoming so successful?
Yeah, I don't think anybody could have predicted them to be that good that quick. I mean, jumping into that season and going to the regional, just a few years after starting the program was definitely exceeded expectations by a good bit. So it's taken off, and it's the hard work and dedication from the coaching staff. I mean, the recruiting job that they've been able to do. It's not even just baseball on the field. Those guys are out every day looking for talent and evaluating talent and just around the clock. Whether it's Tommy, Matt, or any of those other guys, they're all just so invested in our program, and that's what makes it what it is. There's no other way you could be that successful that quick without just living and breathing baseball and Goldey-Beacom, and they advocate better than anybody, about Goldey-Beacom, because over the years, he's been able to identify the type of kid that fits his program. He's built this culture from nothing, so now I think in year 7 of the program, it becomes a lot easier to identify that type of kid that fits our program. And they've been such a great job. They've done such a great job of identifying that kid, and it just shows in the records.
Yeah, and real quick, I just wanted to hear your thoughts on how you think the 2023 season has gone so far, and how excited are you heading into conference play this week?
Yeah, it's been a wild year. I mean, it's not often we get out of non-conference play and into conference play with a record like the one that we have now. I mean, that doesn't happen in, beating Southern New Hampshire 3 out of 4 games, who's perennially like the number 1 team in the entire East region, let alone, a team on our schedule. You see a schedule like that as an AD like me, and I see that schedule, I see Millersville, and I see Queens, and I see Southern New Hampshire. I'm like, he's putting them to the test, but for him, like, he knows his team and he knows their talent and he schedules appropriately. And I think those wins are going to be huge coming down the pipeline once they get closer to the end of the season. Those regional wins become huge in your ranking in the East region. So, I'm really excited for our guys. The other thing about that team is they're just fun kids to be around. Like, I mean, you're around them all the time.
They're
They're just
awesome.
like good, fun guys. You like to be around people who have fun doing what they do. It's similar to the coaching staff. The guys are the same. It's just bleeds through their program. They just are very passionate about what they do. They love baseball. They're good students. We don't have trouble with them off the field or anything like that. So it's a very easy team to get excited for on the baseball diamond. They do everything right off. So then you get to the diamond and they're winning on the diamond. It's a fun place, a fun team to be around right now.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
They're a bunch of great guys. Now, Mike Torres, better pitching coach or better assistant athletic director?
Oh man, I had him keyed up to really burn him here. I was texting him some stats from back when he was a pitching coach of the pitchers back in, knowing that it was year 1 and the recruiting was a little bit different back then. But I was going to burn him bad. But no, Mike's a great assistant AD. He's brought a breath of fresh air to our department. Bringing that lightness, and he's just a good fun guy to be around. And he, like the rest of our baseball guys, just works really hard. And, I have a great appreciation for people to do that because that's how I work. Ever since I came to Goldey, I've been working my tail off for hours and hours every week just to make improvements where I can. And Mike's that same kind of guy, and it's been a breath of fresh air to have him around.
No, for sure. And I'm real quick to wrap it up. I heard a rumor that you were a pretty good strong safety in college. Our starting center fielder, Chich Petrillo, was a quarterback in high school and had some offers to play wide receiver in college. So we got you versus Chich in the open field. What's happening?
I have as big of an ego as anybody, but I'm pretty sure he'd burn me, especially at 31 years old. I don't move like I used to, but, I was a better high school football player than college. My college career was very, very incredibly average, but Chich is one of the most athletic kids that we've had here in recent memory. So I think I'd give him the edge, unfortunately.
Well, Jeremy, thank you so much for your time. I
my
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Yeah,
Take care.
happy to have you.